Find the sum of the first n terms of 1 plus 1 over x plus 1 over x squared plus 1 over x cubed plus etc., etc. So in this particular case, you'll recognize this as a geometric sequence where a sub 1, the first term, is 1. The ratio r, let's take the second term, 1 over x, and divide it by the first term, 1, to find that the common ratio is 1 over x. Now the formula for the general term, for the sum of the first n terms, the general formula for that is S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times, in parentheses, 1 minus r to the n divided by 1 minus r. We can now make our substitutions. S sub n would be equal to 1 times 1 minus 1 over x raised to the n, divided by 1 minus 1 over x. Simplifying that just a little bit, we could give an answer S sub n equals 1 minus 1 over x to the n divided by 1 minus 1 over x. But now, let's take that expression and simplify it a little bit further. So, let me move to a new pane. So, here we have the same formula that we just looked at. And what I'm going to do is first apply the n to both the numerator and denominator. So, we have 1 minus 1 over x to the n. That's divided by 1 minus 1 over x. Now let's combine the numerator and then combine the denominator. To do that, this would be equal to, well, we have to have a denominator of x to the n. So this would be x to the n over x to the n, that's the 1, and then minus 1 over x to the n. Similarly, here, this 1 we would write as x over x, and then minus 1 over x. We can now combine them since they have the same denominators. That is x to the n minus 1 over x to the n. That's all divided by x minus 1 over x. We're dividing a algebraic fraction by another algebraic fraction, which means we can change that into multiplication by the reciprocal. So it's x to the n minus 1 over x to the n times the reciprocal x over x minus 1. So our formula for S sub n is going to be x to the n minus 1 over, now notice that we have x to the n and x. If I actually bring this x down into the denominator, that becomes x to the n minus 1. And that would be multiplied by this factor of x minus 1. So there's another possible way of looking at the formula for the sum of the first n terms.